on Marty.
It's chilly out
And
there.
oh
What did you
my
have
gosh.
toasty toes?
Okay, this is so great. This is from Serta. Now, we have trusted the brand of Serta for about 85 years.
Yes.
Right, when it comes to great mattresses, but they also bring us other great things to keep us cozy and comfortable in our home. Marty Meissner, she knows every single thread in every sheet, in every blanket.
You're
I mean,
so
when it
kind.
comes to textiles, Marty, you are extremely knowledgeable, but more than anything, I feel like you take like the technology and everything in the market and help us with some of those like needs and wants in our home. And at the end of the day, sometimes we're just a little chilly.
We can be. You know, we're coming into that season, and you know, maybe you haven't really thought so much about fall, but if you live somewhere that's already had snow, you're thinking about fall and winter already. And what happens? The floors in our house can get cold. How do you get your feet warm? That's where Serta comes in with this beautiful foot warmer. It's really plush, it's really oversized, it's soft, it's luxurious. It has 4 different settings, and it has a 4-hour automatic shut off, and it's machine wash and dry. So we've really built everything into this that you would want.
And sold. This is such a great, genius item. I love too that it packs up so small. You've got 2 great colors to choose from.
Right.
So I'm snuggled up in this beautiful ivory, and then Marty is in the charcoal. This is under $25 at 40% off for $24.88. Give us a call to order. It's 1-800-500-7590 for QVC2, and you could have those warm. Who in your life that just always has cold feet?
Somebody, you know there's somebody, it might be you. In my case, my feet are always cold, but I have a friend whose name is Sammy, and she always has cold feet. So I gave her one of these as a gift. It was in July, and I swear, I think she went home and cranked it up just to try it out. She was so excited about the possibility of having warm feet easily. You know, she works in a hospital, and she said at her desk, the floor is cold, and with this, she's not allowed to have a heater, but she can use this to get her feet warm in the wintertime. So it's a really easy thing to use.
A lot of people are picking up on the charcoal on this one too. Where else in my home can I put this?
You know, in the living room, if you have a kitchen or a sunroom or you know, like a breakfast nook where the floors are tile, or you have a drafty floor, those are perfect places to use these. You know, maybe it's your grandmother, maybe it's your mother who's always complaining of cold feet. This is super, super soft, and I love how we sized it. It's 35 by 20, so it's plenty big. I mean, we could even share one. I could hop over there and put my feet in with you.
Come
You know,
on
we
in, Marty.
could have a little
I've got it
a little
on
sharing
high.
going on here, right?
It's so cozy and
It is.
soft too, and I like that it's not just like this form, like this is where your feet go, because if I'm sitting somewhere and I like move and I adjust, it works with me. The entire thing is that soft fabric. Imagine putting this inside your bed, right where your feet go, and then you tuck into bed, and just for that little bit, because it does have the auto on and off.
It does.
You just want to, like, when you first get into bed, have your feet warm, and then you want to shut off the rest of the night, you can.
I love that because, you know, when you get into bed and it's cold in the winter and you put your feet down into the sheets, so oftentimes, like, the sheets might be cold in other places, but if your feet get that shock, it can really make you just feel cold all over. But if you can tuck your feet into something that's already, turn it on and pre-warm it, right? So that when you get in, it's really feeling great. Now, this is the remote, and the remote is so easy to use. We have a 15-foot cord on here, and it's simple operation. It's one button, and you just press it, and I turned it off. I'm going to turn it on. The green means go. It means it's on. I have it in warm. The orange means that the yellow means that it's in low. Orange means medium, and the red means high. And then when I press it again, it turns off. So it's super simple operation. Has an automatic 4-hour shut off. So if you have used it to warm up your toes while you have coffee in the morning, maybe catch up on the day's news, and you head off to work, and you don't have to worry of like, oh no, did I leave it on? It will turn itself on. So we've really built in conveniences, adjustability. You can unhook the electronics to wash it. It's really simple.
The whole thing goes in the wash.
Yeah, you just unplug it like this, and then you put it in the washer. Plop it in, the directions are on it, they're sewn on, you're not going to lose those, so it's easy to care for. And then you just match up, there are little arrows on the other side, you just match up the arrows. See the arrows? Maybe you can't see them. There are little arrows built in,
right
and
here.
so you just plug them in, away you go.
Easy.
And then you turn it back on, and you're back in business.
I love it because I'm a mom of 2 littles. My daughter's almost 5, my son's 2.5. I don't necessarily want something too hot around, but I like that I can still use this. It has an auto off. If one of the kids comes up and snuggles next to me and I'm keeping warm, it's not like I have a space heater I have to worry about.
No, you don't.
40% off on this one. It's $24.88. Normally, this is over $56 at retail, so a great opportunity to get some extra savings. So easy to use, and a name that we can know and we trust. It's from Serta, H217705. So maybe it is, if you're so lucky to have like a vanity that you get ready at in the morning.
Oh, that's
and
a
do your
great
makeup
idea.
And the bathroom tile is, because I mean, gosh, I would love heated tile, Marty, but I can't imagine how much that would cost.
Yeah, I actually paid for that once. You don't want to know is my is my suggestion. You know, when you mentioned your littles, I immediately thought of when my son was small and we would go sledding and we would come home and he would have wet feet, or maybe we had been out somewhere and he had cold wet feet, like his sneakers got wet. I'm going to come back over here for a minute.
Hands and feet.
Yeah, so you know, if you think about it, like I like to hike in the woods, and in the wintertime, if I come home and my feet have gotten wet, boy, this feels fantastic. It's that way you just tuck them in, maybe get a cup of cocoa or a cup of hot chocolate, and just instantly have that nice warming feel. And I really love this for offices. So often in offices today, you're not allowed to have, sorry, I'm sitting on your paperwork. In offices, many times you're not allowed to have a space heater. So what are you going to do if you've got cold floors, right?
Right.
And
My husband works at home, in the office, super glamorous, in the basement, and he's like a chill bug, right? He's always cold, but also, Marty, like we like to be super frugal.
Sure.
And so thinking of different ways that maybe we could be a little bit more efficient is always really important to me and my husband, especially with 2 kids. We want to save for college, right?
Absolutely.
So I always say like, okay, can we turn the temperature down like just a couple degrees? And even though he's like, but I'm cold.
And
like,
he's in the
put on a
basement,
sweatshirt.
so it probably feels colder down there
This would be
too.
perfect.
Right.
You know, if you're thinking, gosh, you know what? Maybe I could turn it down 1 or 2 degrees, and then if I still need a little extra warmth, I just pop this on while I'm using that room, while I need it. Oh, and because it folds up so like this,
It does.
and it's so light, you take it with you.
Yeah.
So you start in the living room, maybe you start in the kitchen when you're having your morning coffee. You head over to the living room, you sit down, you're working on a craft, you're watching a holiday movie, and then when you head up to your bedroom, you bring it with you.
You do, and these are so super soft plush that you can just, you know, tuck your feet in socks like I did, or barefoot feet like you did, and it's just so wonderful and soft on your feet and feels fantastic. I was thinking about your little ones again with their little toes in here, that how great that would feel.
Well, I was going to say too, Marty, I'm barefoot, so it's a good thing you could just wash these.
It is, it is.
But for it's okay.
Full disclosure, I have scars on one of my feet, so I always wear socks so nobody has to see my horrible scars. But, you know, the great thing about these is tuck this away for a gift. You know, we have that Secret Santa season coming, and this probably fits price-wise into that dollar limit that you have. Yeah, it's great. And, you know, this is the gift that you get, someone gets and goes, wow, that really was a game changer for me. This really felt great. I never realized how often I had cold feet. You can use this on the couch too. You could even probably use it with your recliner. You just want to make sure it doesn't get tangled up in the
just
in the
keep
recliner
cord
and
out
the
of the way.
mechanisms. Right, keep the cord safe.
But for
long
under
cord,
$25,
15 feet, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, this is really like, if you feel like your toes are always cold, or you just want to have a little extra warmth around the house, I mean, Serta is a name brand that we have known and we have trusted for many, many years, like 85 years. So this could go in bed with you, yes, to keep your toes warm when you hop into bed, but it's also maybe while you're munching on your favorite popcorn, watching a great holiday movie, or sipping some hot cocoa, or after you've come in from shoveling the snow. I know I said it.
You said it, the snow word.
It's gonna happen.
It is. You know, or you came in from shoveling snow and you're going, you know you're gonna get in bed, you've already kind of got to chill. You go up, you have this tucked under the covers, you turn it on to get it warm so that when you put your feet in the bed, you're automatically warm. Maybe you're reading a book or watching TV in bed and you have your toes nice and warm, and then it shuts off. It's just a great way to ease into bed, I think. If my feet are warm, life is good. If my feet are cold in the wintertime, I'm not warm, I'm not doing well.
Crabby. It's almost as worse as being hangry. When you're hungry and angry, that's a thing. It happens most in toddlers, but grown-ups are still subject to it.
Right.
So don't have that happen. There's got to be a new one when your toes are cold. We'll think of it.
We'll think of it.
Yeah,
we'll get there. We'll get there.
Anyway, I'm trying. Okay,
Okay.
Here's what I want you to pick up your color though, the charcoal or the ivory for under $25. That's a 40% savings. Keep those toesy woesies warm. Marty warms our heart and our toes.
I like that. Thank you. I'll take that.
Yeah, you take that and run with it, Marty.
Thank you.
It was so
Good
good
to
to
see
see
you.
you. Good friend. All right, we've got some exciting things coming up, including the comfy. Okay, this is so cool. Maybe you've originally